there was this 300-year-old theorem. This is the theorem that x power n plus y power n equals z power n doesn't have any solutions if x, y and z are integers and n is a natural number. Natural number it was, yeah, it was, I suppose, natural number, that it cannot have any solution, and n is a natural number that is at least greater than 3, greater than or equal to 3. So this was basically, I don't know how to write that. Alright, so this was basically the theorem that it is possible for n equals 2, but it is not possible for n equals, and that is equal to 3 or greater than 3. So Fermat wrote this theorem. He didn't provide the proof. For 300 years the theorem was unsolvable. Not exactly unsolvable, but kya hai for? Yeah. Oh, alright, so wait, let me first typeset it here. So this was the theorem that if you have this kind of equation that x power n plus y power n equals z power n, it will not have any solution for any integers x, y and z where n is a natural number greater than or equal to 3. Alright, so this was the theorem. Now Fermat wrote it down first, and the point is that he didn't provide any proof of this theorem. Alright, he wrote it down, he didn't provide any proof. For over 300 years no one could provide a proof for this theorem. It's like 300 years, for 3 centuries no mathematician could discover the proof of this theorem. Then came along this mathematician. Who? Andre Wiles. Andre Wiles, finally, he spent like 6 years on one particular problem, and after spending 6 years on this theorem, he had finally solved it. So it's like the theorem was unsolved for 300 years, and then only some. It's like the theorem was correct. It's not that the theorem was incorrect or anything, but we need proofs for actually verifying whether it is correct or not. You can't just say that, well, you can't find a number, we are not able to find any number, so it must be that the theorem is incorrect. It's like mathematics is different from physics on that matter. If we cannot find even a proof, because there is literally no proof for any physical model that we have. There is no proof for the quantum theory, there is no proof for relativity, there is no proof for Newtonian mechanics, so there are no proofs in physics, like formal proofs as we write in mathematics. There are no formal proofs in physics. We basically make some observations, based on that we try to build some models, or it might be that there are existing models, there are faults in them, problems in them, contradictions in them, so we'll try to develop better models in them. In mathematics we have to do things systematically, provide proofs for everything that we write down, except axioms, of course, because without that we can't basically get anywhere. So it was like